everyone, my name is Amanda Waller and this is my innovation video for my signature assignment project. To start off, we're going to discuss the community. The community that I chose to work with for this project is my hometown, Union Beach, New Jersey, which is a small borough in Monmouth County. The population is about 6,000. And after reviewing the demographics, this town population is influenced by a diverse group of residents such as Hispanics, blacks, and whites. The median age is about 40 years old, and the median household income is about $66,000 per year. Many people who live in Union Beach are lifelong residents and rebuilt their homes after the devastation of Sandy. Now, moving on to the interview and why I chose to focus on my hometown is because a close friend of mine is part of a nonprofit organization called Root to Rise, and Root to Rise is based out of Asbury, New Jersey, which is probably 25 minutes away from my hometown. And basically what this organization was started by a woman who was a user of drugs and alcohol, and she decided to find herself help, and after she got herself help, she wanted to start an organization to help people that were just like her through the process of yoga and meditation and just doing something that's better for your body than putting alcohol and drugs into your body. And the importance of conducting this interview was not just to learn about the organization, but it was to reflect upon myself and my role in the community and how I can better myself through this new information. And this organization does have meetups in my town, I believe like once a month, which is really cool. So moving on to the problem, with a little question mark, because what is the problem? So the problem with my town that I soon discovered is, although it's very small, there is a huge problem with flooding, and many people who are looking to come and live in Union Beach want to kind of, they should do some research before moving to Union Beach, especially after Hurricane Sandy, because flooding is an issue. A lot of the homes that are at the waterfront do have basements, concrete basements and barriers, so when the waters do rise, it kind of prevents the water from getting to the main level of the home, which is really good. Another issue was the parks in my town. Now, we do have a skating rink for roller skating, and we do have about 3 parks, but none of those parks meet the needs of those who have special needs, and children who are in wheelchairs and children who are autistic and Down syndrome. They don't have the equipment needed to enjoy the play like other children would. So that is why my idea is to build an all-inclusive park for children with special needs, and preferably to add on to a park, Fireman's Park, which I discussed in my website, to add some equipment so that children who are in wheelchairs and have Down syndrome can also enjoy the parks in town. Now, the possibilities. What are the possibilities? So when I thought of this idea, I knew that I had to kind of see how I can make this work and how the park would actually come together. So I put together this little sticky post-its when I was doing my project of different things that would help me for this, and I have volunteers are very important. People who are all about helping children with special needs. Volunteers are always just a great way to just to get something going. There's power in numbers. If you have more people, your idea will eventually be heard by the public. Another thing is education. Education is important. We have a small school system, and the park and the school is not that equipped also for children with disabilities. And that said, this school recently added a program for children with autism because unfortunately there's so many kids in town that do have special needs, and the classroom is now made for them to meet those needs. So we also have newsletter, funding, and inclusive play. So the newsletter is a great way to promote any idea in town. My friend is head of the recreation, so I was able to talk to him about it and give him some ideas. Funding, so you will need a grant to fund this project. It's expensive, equipment isn't cheap, and to do that you need to present this idea to at the borough meeting, the township borough meeting, so that is something to keep in mind. So going on to my professional identity and who I am. So me, as stated, I'm Amanda. I'm just looking to make a difference in my community. My future goal is to work and be a special education teacher of children with autism, and just to assist them with their special needs and to show them how to just live their lives and play and learn in a way that is important to them, I think is just the best way to say it. And with that said, we're going to move on to the final idea of my proposal. So why am I bringing this to your attention? Because there's children with special needs that want to go outside, that want to interact, that want to play, but there's not many services and centers for them to do so. And like I said, my town is very small. It's a small little town in Monmouth County, New Jersey, and I want to be able to add equipment to these parks so that children can go to the park and not feel out of the loop and can just go and be comfortable and play just like any other child would. And to support this idea is just simply by donating money or filling out writing your name down on a sheet so people will buy the idea to grant this project, and just to continue to build build onto this idea, and anyone who has any other ideas just to help this park become a reality for these children would just be great. And that's it. Thank you.